Becky, Max, this is one of the genuinely most horrifying cases that I've considered. And the reason it's horrifying is not because of the value of the claim, but because of what could have happened here. Max, you took a potentially lethal weapon to a party. It was a lethal weapon because you knew full well that when you tattoo somebody, you have to do it under extremely safe circumstances. Otherwise, in the long term, you could pass a communicable disease and kill somebody. You took that to the party under the influence of alcohol, and you allowed and permitted another person who was even less trained, in inverted commas, than you, to pick up that gun and to tattoo somebody else's skin. In those circumstances, I find you entirely liable for what took place. What's worse, what exacerbates the horror of the entire thing, is that you've been drinking all day. Becky, you also had been drinking. This was one of the worst decisions you've ever made, to put it mildly. And I have to say, it's deeply shocking to me that you thought it was a reasonable thing to do, to go to a party where they were ostensibly giving out tattoos, and you were prepared, having been drunk, to go and submit yourself to a free tattoo by this moron over here, leaving aside what you wanted on your bottom, which I make no judgment about whatsoever. It wasn't just dumb. It wasn't just super dumb. It wasn't even stupid. You could have ended up dead. In the circumstances, I find Max liable, and so therefore you're entitled to get the money back to put the situation right. And I've been very helped by an expert today who tells me that's going to cost £900. Now, ordinarily, you'd be entitled to some money for the scarring and for the distress. But I find you contributed to the distress that you're now in. And it seems to me, in the circumstances, bearing in mind what I've heard from the expert, that this can be put right, and you're entitled to £900. And that's the order of this court. Max, I'm happy that you've got rid of this equipment. You're a very, very lucky young man. This could have been an infinitely more serious case. Think carefully.